Today, we're going to be ranking the most influential chess celebrities of all time. And this is my official tier list of 2025. We have legendary, fabulous, nice, nah, and bro, he suck. So here's our list. We have these people. I don't care if you don't like these people. These are the people who are going to be ranking today, all right? And we're going to start off with the absolute GOAT of chess, all right? He has absolutely changed the game, and not just the game of chess, but he's also changed another game, all right? And if you think I'm talking about Magnus Carlsen, you're wrong. We're not talking about this random Norwegian guy. We're talking about Steph Chef Curry. You might wonder, how does Steph Curry change the game of chess? Well, sorry, he just does. So he's going to be going. He's going to be going, bro. Oh, sorry, I have to copy and paste, I think. So he will be going in the legendary list. Legend, absolute legend of the game. All right? Basketball, but also a legend of chess. You might wonder why. I'm not going to explain to you. All right. Absolute legend. All right. Next. So we got Steph Chef in the line already. So now we're going to be going on to our next player. And we're not going by like ranking or anything. We're just going by random person. All right? Let's move on to Gukesh Damaraju. Gukesh, an absolute game changer of the Indian chess. All right? Maybe not as much as Vishy, obviously, but he has absolutely changed the game of chess also. He's the 2025, he's the 2020, I guess 4-5. Yeah, I guess 2025. Yeah, he's 2025, I guess now world champion, until somebody defeats him, or maybe he just stays it in the end 2025. But yeah, for now, Gukesh, absolute game changer at chess. Again, he's really rose Indian chess, especially youngsters Indian chess. Vishy has rose Indian chess, but Gukesh has rose the youngsters of the Indian chess. So I'm gonna say that Gukesh compared, because I can't put him in legendary, unfortunately, since he hasn't changed the game as much as Vishy. So I'm gonna put him in fabulous. All right, he's gonna be chilling in the. I guess Gukesh is again legendary, but he's gonna be chilling in the fabulous. Nobody's gonna Steph Curry. Sorry, so nobody can ever beat Steph Curry. He's gonna be number one all the time. All right, all right. We got Gukesh. You got Steph Curry. All right. Next player. I'm gonna move on to. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna delete the players after I finish them, so I don't forget them, bro. All right. Next, we have Ju Wenjun. You guys thought I'd forget her. No, I will not. I will not forget Ju Wenjun. All right. Ju Wenjun is the 20. I think she's the women's world champion right now. I think it was her versus Tan Zhongji. Zhongji. I don't know how to say her name, but it was her versus Tan and not Judith. What am I even saying? She beat Tan, I think, right? So I'm gonna put her, since again she's not like I was gonna say she's a game changer of women's chess, but I think Judith Polgar will probably get that category. So I'm gonna put her in nice. Actually, I'm gonna put her in nice, since I've seen her here and there. Again, she's a very popular woman. Actually, I'm gonna put her in fabulous. She has really changed women's chess. I've seen her. She was with Magnus, I think, at some event last year. She's always been the front runner of chess. She is so tightly. If you think about women's chess, right, and look who are the top women's chess players, you think about her first. All right, her, and then you can think about Tan Zhongji, like I was saying, and then Judith Polgar, obviously. But she could be one of the top. So I'll just say fabulous for now. All right, move on. So let's delete her. Ju Wenjun. All right. Next, we're gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna finish Tan Zhongji. So again, I don't know how to say her last name. So yeah, whatever. But yeah, Tan Zhongji. I just deleted her. So she is not as influential as Ju Wenjun. So I'm not gonna put her in the fabulous category. But she again has been a really vital part in the women's chess, especially in the past 5 years or so. But I'm gonna put her in the nice category, since she's nice, I would say, but I haven't heard her name too much in the conversation, I guess, yet. So she's gonna be chilling in this category for now, in the nice category. All right, we have to have one person in there for now, so we're gonna put her there and delete her name. All right, and we're gonna find the big people then. All right, we're gonna start with the smaller people, quote unquote smaller. All right, next, who else is small here? Okay, Chessbra. He's not small, but we're gonna move on to Chessbra. All right, it's not just Eric Rosen, but also the other guy, Eric Rosen and bro. How am I forgetting everybody today? All right, I'm just gonna say Chessbra. All right, Aman Hambleton and Eric Rosen. There we go. All right, the Chessbra organization. They have been an OG of the YouTube chess community. They're not. I mean, they are grandmasters. Sorry, but they have been. They're not super top grandmasters, but they have been the OG, chess YouTubers of for the past I think decade or so. So I'm gonna say they're a vital part of the chess like growth on YouTube and on Twitch, and especially on Twitch, I think. But they're kind of like the big ones who kind of popular chess in the non like super grandmaster territory. They're more like, you know, entertaining / educational, and they've been OGs. So I'm gonna put them in. Where should I put them actually, guys? Where should I put them? Well, let's put them in the fabulous. Nah, I'm gonna put them in the nice category. They've been pretty nice. They've been pretty nice. All right, I gotta have some people in the nah, bro. I gotta have some. I'm too nice. I gotta have some people in the nah, and bro, he sucks. All right, there we go. Chess bra right next. All right, let's take him out of the picture. All right, next. I'm gonna go for Agadamotor. Amadaba. All right, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about Agadamator. Okay. I think you know what I'm talking about, but Agadamator. All right, he has like 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He's an absolute OG. Like I've literally used to. Okay, I haven't played chess for like actually like at the, you know, professional-ish level for that long. So I'm gonna say like I've seen his videos around, like even when I wasn't playing chess, because he's been such a like a popular figure. Not popular, I guess like a popular chess figure for the past like so long. Like he was the #1 like chess game review analyst. He analyzed all the, you know, grandmaster games, all that stuff back in the day before even Gotham Chess. Like he's a true OG, that guy. So I'm gonna say this guy actually gets bumped up a rank. I'm not sure I say his name, like Agamator or something, but he gets his name bumped up a rank, and he's gonna be put in fabulous because again he's an OG. All right, so I'm gonna slide him right here in the fabulous category because I'm not joking. He's really changed chess world in general, especially the chess like content creation world in general. All right. I think Gotham Chess even got inspiration from this guy too, but yeah. All right, moving on. Now time to move on to Beth Harmon. All right, Beth Harmon is not like obviously a real chess player, or maybe she is, but the Queen's Gambit in general. I know we're talking about chess personalities, but whoever created the Queen's Gambit, the people who created the Queen's Gambit, and maybe like the actor who created it or something, like the whole idea of the Queen's Gambit is an absolute W of a film. And I'm sorry, Steph Curry, but Queen's Gambit. Got to go in the same rank as you, buddy. I'm sorry. Just for chess. For basketball, you're much better, all right? I still will pray for you in basketball, but I'm sorry. She will have to go right next to you, all right? You got Beth Harmon and Steph Curry in a legendary love triangle. All right, that's it. All right, Beth Harmon. And again, if you don't know the Queen's Gambit, bro, I'm confused why you're even watching this video, but it has absolutely changed like the way we like people that haven't played chess are not really that into chess, like doing whatever other games, like whatever some other whatever the other games are in life, outside of chess. Like they were playing these other games, right? And they found some really good movie on Netflix called The Queen's Gambit. They watched it and they were into chess. They got an account on chess.com and they started playing on chess, you know, online chess. And this isn't like, I think chess.com said they got more than 70 million people or something like that. I don't even know. Or maybe like 7 million. I don't know. They got like multiple million people coming on the site right after this was released. So this has really got an influx of people coming in. So I got to put a legendary. I'm sorry about that. All right. You got Queen's Gambit off the list. All right. Next. All right. So we're gonna move on to Maurice Ashley. If you don't know who this guy is, I think he's the first African American or the first black chess commentator actually, and I think he's the first black GM also, black chess GM, and commentator, which is amazing, especially for the African American community or just the general black community. You know, having a figure like this it actually does mean a lot, especially such an like inspiration and inspiration to, and not just even like just African American or black players, to even me, bro. Like this commentary is genius. Like I've heard him and he's one of my favorite commentators. I don't hear him as much now. Maybe I think maybe taking a break or something. But he has been a really genius commentator, and he's represented obviously his community. He's represented even other communities, and he's just a generally really funny guy and a really entertaining guy to listen to. So I'm gonna put him right here. Let's copy and paste. I'm gonna put him. I'm sorry, but I gotta put him in the legendary rank again. Like the people who have really changed the game in general. And again, many people haven't heard of Maurice Ashley, but absolutely go to the game. All right. I'm not gonna have 20 other people in legendary now. Steph Chef has to be in the first, obviously. All right. All right. Okay, he goes off the list. Next, okay, we're gonna move on to Sagar Shah. All right, Sagar Shah. Just wow. You know that man has changed Indian commentary. He's brought light to all the Indian rising chess players. He's called Chess Base India, by the way, his channel. But he's brought a light to the Indian chess community, and he's really represented a lot of the, especially these last people who are not as like well known in the Indian chess community. I think he actually helped Pragananda, which is another player I'm gonna put. I think he helped him actually rise, especially in his like rank, I guess, in his popularity in the world, because he used to put a lot of clips about Pragananda. So I'm gonna say Sagar Shah, absolute go to the game. I'm not gonna put him legendary, even if he probably is legendary, because I can't have 20 people there. So I'm gonna put him fabulous. I'm gonna put him right here in fabulous. All right. Okay. Oh my God. Let's put him right here in the fabulous category. All right, right here. Next, Agamotoro. All right. Next. Who should we talk about? Next? All right. Let's get started, and we're gonna talk about Ding Liren. All right. Let's talk about Ding Liren. So, okay, Ding Liren. Ding. The absolute Chinese phenomenon. He is a really phenomenal player, since obviously he's a phenomenal player, but he's a really like inspiring player, because he was not known barely at all over these past years, and he just won a world championship the year before, obviously Gukesh, in a really stunning fashion versus Jan Nepo, which I don't have on this list, but he's also a good player. But yeah, Ding Liren has been an absolute, at least to me, he's been an absolute like inspiration. He used to suffer with, I think, with a lot of, he had some conditions where he was not that good at, not good at playing chess. I guess his chess was kind of diverted because of some issues he was having with his health or mental health or something. I think his chess was kind of sidelined a little bit, but he came back and he won the world championship, and and even this past 2025 year, he was pretty good the entire year. He wasn't like phenomenal, but he still played. He had a pretty good fight against Gukesh. They fought until the last round, and then obviously Gukesh took him in the last round. But and that was a pretty bad blunder that Ding Liren had. So Ding Liren, I'm gonna say, like, he's not like the absolute chess phenomenon, I would say, because I'm talking about like inspirational people that really changed the game of chess. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say he's like nah. So he's my first nah. I love him a lot, but I gotta say my man's my okay. Where is he? I gotta say he's my first nah, because he just hasn't really been like the most not inspiring, like the most like the guy who's changed the game of chess as much. So I'm gonna put him in nah. All right. Next. All right. I'm gonna move on to Victor Wembanyama. All right, Victor Wembanyama. He is not a chess player. He's a basketball player again, like Steph Curry. But the thing about Victor is that he played chess in New York City when he was, I think, playing the Knicks in Madison Square Garden. He also played a chess game with some people in Times Square. I think I've been to Times Square I've been to Times Square a couple times, not too much, but Times Square is a really bustling place for a lot of people, a lot of chess players to come and just play, and I've seen that firsthand. But Victor actually came and played there, and he represented the basketball community at a chess basically event in New York City. So, and he represented that. Like, he represented the basketball community. After he played, there were literally videos from ESPN, from all these sports channels getting broadcasted and shown to basketball fans about the game of chess. So technically, Victor Wembanyama has changed the game of chess, if you think about it like that. He has changed the game of chess because maybe basketball players who haven't played the game of chess, and there are a lot of basketball players, including me, but that have got inspired by seeing Victor playing chess and maybe start playing chess themselves. So I'm going to say Victor Wembanyama, all right, this man over here, is going to be put in the nice category, because again, he didn't change it that much, but I like where he's coming from. All right, so I'm going to put him in the nice category right here. All right, moving on. All right, now we have some of the big names here. All right, who should we start with? All right, I'm going to start with Daniel Naroditsky. All right, Daniel Naroditsky is a Twitch streamer. All right, he does some YouTube stuff, I think, but he's mainly a Twitch streamer. He does a lot of speed runs. He does a lot of educational content. Yeah, he does a lot of educational content. He streams, he plays chess. He's obviously a very, very high-rated grandmaster, one of the best chess players in the world. So but the thing is, like, to actually change the game of chess, you can't just be like a streamer / chess player / grinder of chess. You have to actually do something else that changes the world, like all these players have. But I'm gonna say that Danya. Okay, the thing is, like, he's very educational, and I feel like a lot of chess, like, beginners have learned from him a lot. So I'm not gonna say he suck. because he does not suck. I'm gonna say, what should I say here? I'm gonna say nah. Okay, again, I'm comparing him to the other chess players, because compared to like all these other guys, he hasn't been as influential in the chess community. I mean, he's probably more influential than Victor Wembanyama, but you know, we're not talking about that. All right, let's move on. All right. All right. Next, we're gonna talk about Praggnanandhaa. All right, Praggnanandhaa, absolute goat. Okay, not goat, but absolute rising Indian chess star. Again, very similar to Gukesh, but Praggnanandhaa was actually one of the first high-rising GMs after 2020 that I saw first. I was inspired by Praggnanandhaa. He actually inspired me to play more chess. I used to love watching games. I think me and my dad used to watch a lot of his games. Praggnanandhaa was the first guy I actually got introduced to in the Indian rising chess community. So, Praggnanandhaa will not be a nah he suck. Let's copy this. He will not be in the nah. He won't be the bro he suck, won't be the nah. He's gonna be the fabulous, at least for me. Because actually, no, I'm gonna put him in the nice. I'll put him in the nice. I'll put him in the nice because I feel like he's changed a lot for me. But for I think Indian chess in general, he's not like fabulous. Like obviously, like I think Gukesh won the world championships are probably fabulous. But I would say he's nice because he's really good. Again, one of the very high rated Indian grandmaster. All right. Next. All right. Anna Kramling. All right. Anna Kramling. So she's like changed, I guess, like the streaming type of world in chess. But in my opinion, I've seen her mainly of late. So I haven't seen her old. I guess she was kind of known around then too. But I've seen her kind of blow up more around like these past couple of years. I'm not going to say she's that much of like an inspiration or like a icon in the chess world, even if she's a really good streamer. So I'm sorry, Anna Kramling. I'm sorry. I feel so bad for doing this. But I'll have to copy. And I'll have to put you in the not, bro. Okay, he or she, I guess. But bro, she sucks. And again, she doesn't suck. I'm not saying she sucks. I'm saying that in the chess world, like for the people who have changed the game of chess, Anna Kramling is probably at the bottom of the list because she probably hasn't changed the game of chess. But again, check her out, Anna Kramling on YouTube and Twitch. All right. Next, Judit Polgar. Without talking, Judit Polgar. Copy. Where's it? All right. Delete. All right. Legendary. Up here right now. All right. Legendary. Judit Polgar literally is the start or one of the most, like, she absolutely changed women's chess, like women's chess in general. She has absolutely changed the community of women's chess, and she has made like women's chess so popular compared to what it was, I think, before her. And she's also changed, like, because obviously back in the day, women were not as appreciated as men, especially in chess or, you know, games like chess. Like, I guess like thinking games like chess, men were like, oh, we're so smart compared to women. But you know, Judit Polgar changed the entire philosophy of that, and now there's so many women chess players because of Judit Polgar. So she goes in legendary. All right, next up. Hans Niemann. All right, Hans Niemann is a tricky one. Since Hans Niemann, in my opinion, has changed the chess world, but I feel like he hasn't changed. Okay, he's changed it in a way like chess has become so much more popular because of him. Because, you know, of the whole anal bead incident and the whole Elon Musk tweeting his comments out, you know, his anal beads. He got Hans Niemann got on the Piers Morgan show. You know, Hans Niemann was such a big icon in the even non-chess world and got so many people that didn't play chess at least kind of interested about Hans Niemann. So I'm not going to say it, and that's why I put him on the list, actually. I'm going to say Hans Niemann. All right, copy, delete. I'm going to put Hans Niemann in the nice. I'm going to put him in the nice, since I feel like he has done a pretty decent amount at changing the game of chess, all right? Especially because of all his controversies, he's got the game known to people who don't even play chess. So I'm going to say nice. All right, next up. All right, Vladimir Kramnik. This guy, all right? This guy, literally one of the best chess players in the world back in his day, but has changed so much lately, accusing people of cheating, all right, being some scumbag to some people, but also some people love him. So, you know, he's a very, like, tricky guy. You know, some people love him, some people hate him, some people are kind of, like, average about him. Vlad Kramnik has changed the game, but I'm going to say in general, I'm sorry, Vladdy, but I will have to put you in the nah. I was going to put him in the bro, he sucks, but I'm going to put him in the nah because he is a really strong grandmaster, absolutely changed the game of Russian chess, of just chess in general, back in the day, obviously. But nowadays he's not like going down that route. And to be like a really influential chess figure, you have to be influential over a big span of time. So I'm gonna put him in now. All right. Next, moving on. All right, Paul Morphy. Without talking right now, I'm gonna put Paul Morphy in Fabulous. The reason is because I can't have too many people in the Legendary. And Paul Morphy, again, has really changed the old game of chess. You know, people have learned from Paul Morphy, including Garry Kasparov and all his players, and they have kind of looked at his playing, and they have kind of developed their playing based on his. So I'm going to put him in the... Sorry, I'm going to put him... What? All right, I'm going to put Paul Morphy. Paul Morphy's going to go in Fabulous. Again, he's absolute legend of the game. But I'm going to say in changing chess in general, I don't think he's done as much as some people. So I'm going to put him in the Fabulous category. Right here. All right. Next up. All right, Garry Kasparov. I'm sorry. He'll be put in the... Bro, I'm joking. No, he'll be put in the Legendary category. Absolute GOAT, bro. If you don't... I'm not even going to explain who Garry Kasparov is. If you don't know who Garry Kasparov is, you are living under a big rock, all right? In Mars, on Mars. All right. Let's go back down. All right, so Garry Kasparov is there. Let's move on to... I'm saving the best two for last. All right? Okay, so we're going to move on to Levy Rozman, a.k.a. Gotham Chess. I have to give Gotham his props. I'm not going to explain who Gotham is. Everybody knows who Gotham is. I got to give him his props. I'm sorry, Gotham. I'm not sorry, Gotham. I'm going to put him in the Legendary rank. Gotham Chess truly has changed the streaming world, but especially the YouTube world. He has changed the chess online community like it's never been seen before. All right, I gotta put him in the Legendary rank. All right, and we have some of the best people in the Legendary. We have Steph Curry, #1, obviously the Legendary rank. Then we have Beth Harmon, we have Maurice Ashley, we have Judith Polgar, Garry Kasparov, Levy Rozman. And now to add on to the Legendary rank, a very controversial decision, but I'm gonna be putting Danny Wrench. I'll be putting Danny Wrench as a Legendary guy right here. The reason is because he's the CEO and founder of Chess.com. And Chess.com is truly, it is the foundation of online chess. Like Chess.com it's called Chess.com. It is the foundation of online chess. And it's truly been an absolute legendary site. All right, Chess.com is my favorite site, but I guess there's comparisons with Lead Chess. But again, Chess.com started it all. It started the whole online chess revolution. So Chess.com is going to be numero uno, Legendary. All right, we're kind of wrapping up now. Okay, Botez Live. I'm sorry, Botez. I think you were a big part of the streaming industry. Okay, I'm not going to put you... what should I do? I'm sorry, Botez Live, actually. Should I be sorry? Nah, actually, no. I think Botez Live was a big part of the streaming industry, actually. So I'm going to copy, and I'm going to put her under... I'm going to put her in nice or nah. Not bro, he sucks, but... Nice or nah. I'll put her in... I'll put them in... Nah, sorry. Botez Live has, again, changed the chess streaming world in a pretty good way. Actually, no, I'm going to put them in nice. Because they have really changed the chess streaming world, so I'll put them in, like, nice. Because... yeah, again, streaming, is a big part of chess. People watch streamers, so they are big. All right, Vishy Anand, sorry, copy, Delito, Vishy Anand, Legendary rank, absolute go to the game. Vishy Anand, respect him or you will respect me. All right, move down. Bobby Fischer, copy. Wait, am I copying him? Okay, copy. Sorry, bro. These people I can't. Like they literally cannot be put anywhere except for Legendary. All right, and he'll be put in the Legendary rank right here. Bobby James Fischer. I'm not even sure that's his name. All right, Bobby James Fischer. All right, now we have 4 of the greatest chess personalities on planet Earth. All right, we're gonna start off with Hikaru Nakamura. Okay, so he absolutely go to the game. All right, change the chess world totally. I have to say, but I'm gonna put him in. I'm gonna put him in Fabulous. The reason is because he's absolutely fabulous. But I feel like if you look at Hikaru compared to Steph Curry, the Queen's Gambit show, which really pumped up the chess revolution, really started off the Queen's Gambit. Maurice Ashley, Legendary, absolute. I'm not joking. You guys might be not thinking I'm Maurice Ashley. If you don't follow the commentary community, especially the old OG commentary community, you don't know who he is. But he's absolutely changed the commentary community. Like, he basically is the start of the commentary community, if you want to say. All right, Judith Polgar, Garrett Kasparov, Levy Roseman. You know, Hikaru again could be part of that gang, but I'm gonna just chill and put him in Fabulous for now. All right, Magnus Carlsen. Okay, obviously we know Magnus Carlsen, the absolute, you know, go some random Norwegian guy, but you know, I gotta put the Norwegian guy in first. I'm sorry. All right, I gotta put the Norwegian guy as above legend. Now he's not above legendary. All right, Magnus Carlsen, one of the greatest chess players of all time, right here, legendary. Okay, we have too many legendary players. We're done with these people now. All right. Now we have two of the biggest chess personalities on planet Earth. We have my inspiration for this video. My absolute inspiration for this video. Clapping cheeks. All right. This man looks so, you know, zesty in this picture. So, you know, this man wearing an Under Armour. Actually, am I wearing Under Armour? Yes. We're wearing the exact same sweater, bro. We're wearing the exact same sweater. So this man, all right, he's an inspiration. Copy, delete, and he'll be put. Sorry, I can't boost his ego. All right, I gotta put him in the Fabulous. I can't boost his ego. I'm sorry about that. I cannot boost his ego. Again, if you don't know who he is, I'm Clapping Cheeks. He's a chess like influencer slash content creator slash streamer slash everything. But you know, his content is absolutely incredible, and you know, he got me. You know, he changed my life forever. That's all I'm gonna say. But he still can't go in legendary because, you know, I gotta humble him for a little bit. I gotta humble him and keep him in the Fabulous. All right, now we got. I'm sorry, if you don't know who this guy is, then you're watching the wrong channel. We got me, Rob Master Chess, and I must say, I was gonna humble myself, but then I realized that I could be one of the best chess players of all time. So I gotta go right behind Steph Curry. So pace me. I'm gonna be in the legendary rank. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry for all the people that I missed. I'm sorry I'm better than I'm sorry I'm better than Hans Niemann. I'm better than Gukesh. But I'm sorry. I gotta be in the legendary rank. All right. And there we go.